Yeah, the circular ones. Pivot. Right. I'm gonna pivot.
This one's awesome.
We good? We good? We good?
Claudia, Tinzo, me, Carly, and Kevin. This is the group chat where I pitched the idea for book club originally. These are the 5 people who show up. Claudia and Tinzo are dating. Kevin is Claudia's friend, and Carly and I are dating. You're good. Straighten the wheel. Okay.
Is this the first event at Xanadu that you guys are doing?
This is our second. They're really awesome to work with.
Uh-huh.
There are definitely limitations with this space because it is a roller rink, so they operate during the day, so we have to unload in the morning and then come back to set up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing's really heavy. Can we give it to Jordan? Or I'll take it.
Yeah, I can take it if you want. You can take these.
It's called
Good morning.
Yeah. She's probably still asleep. I'm at Xanadu right now.
Yeah. How does this? Let's do this. Why does this one look? Am I missing something?
Yeah, this one.
Before I started making music myself was making music documentaries for PBS. I had a show called Soundfield. I worked for the Twin Cities PBS, and then Soundfield was for, it was PBS has this thing called Digital Studios, which is their branch of just online documentaries. When I graduated from film school, I was still only 19.
Oh, really? How did that happen?
So I went to Full Sail, and it's a accelerated program, which is it's a for-profit school, so it's just how fast can we get you in and out and get your money, right? I would go to interviews and people would be like, you seem really young, so it's just kind of hard to find work afterwards. I'm still paying my student loans because
Jesus Christ.
They were deferred during the pandemic, and I was like, they might get canceled. I'll feel like a fool if I pay them off. And obviously we know how that went. My family moved around a lot. We first moved to Fort Lauderdale area, then we moved to Tampa. Obviously I went to school in Orlando, and then last couple of years I lived in Delray Beach. So we kind of were just bouncing around a ton. I don't know. I love Florida, and I did not like living there. When I first moved to Florida, it was hard to make friends, so I would just spend a lot of time on 4chan and stuff. There's Mew. It was a music board. Now it's not as, well, maybe I'm an old head now. Now I'm 4chan's not as good as it used to be, but it definitely isn't. For a book club, it's really particular because there's a theme, so you want to really hit the theme hard. And also I don't repeat any songs that I've played at book club before because it's recorded and it's put up on YouTube. So if I kept playing the same songs, then there's no point in listening to the newest mixes. So I usually try to explore and find a sound or a scene or some part of music history and really expand on that. So I was listening to a lot of, have you seen the Woodstock documentary?
Yeah.
My favorite part is Santana's Soul Sacrifice.
Yeah, he's tripping his ass off during that whole
he said that he thought his guitar was a snake and it was trying to bite his head off.
Yeah.
So I was listening to a lot of that, and then I was like, I kind of want my set to sound like that, if that's possible.
It's super psychedelic, so.
Yeah. was when I played at Coachella.
Oh yeah, how is that? That's crazy.
It was like our agent got us a spot at the Do Lab. So like the Do Lab is the same people that do Lightning in a Bottle music festival, and then they do like their own stage at Coachella. It's like a mix of like they have a lot of surprise guests that are like really famous people, and then it's a mix of like up and coming people too.
And it was a joint set, right? It was like Tinzo and Jojo.
Yeah, Tinzo and Jojo, yeah. A lot of festivals are doing a ton of B2B sets.
What is that?
It's when two DJs play together. And the way that it usually works is they'll just like take, you know, it's like one thing to see your favorite DJ play at a festival, but they're like, what if we combine that person with this person? And then they can kind of like sell it as a new thing. So there's a lot of discussion right now about whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing. And I think the way that they go about it a lot of times is like they just take two people and they're like, this could be a crazy combination, let's put them together. And there's not a lot of thought about whether or not it actually makes sense. When you play B2B with someone for the first time, there's like this politeness factor that happens. Like you don't want to like, I don't know, you don't want to get in their way. They don't want to get in your way. It's like playing with someone else. If you can like get into one mind, then I think it works really, really well. If you can't find that synergy, then it ends up being awful because you're just kind of like trying to pull the person into this direction and then they're trying to pull you into this direction. I like playing with Tinzo because we're siblings, so it's like
You're in sync and everything.
we're in sync, we have like the same musical upbringing.
Do you think Boiler Room is dead?
I don't know. Like the people that started it are not really active in it. They sold it it's been sold a couple of times. It's very removed from where it began. We're really conscious with book club of like keeping it really connected to how it started. Like you saw today, like the same people in the group chat that still go and set up every day, every book club party, break down every book club party, you know. And I don't think that'll last forever. Like I don't think anything is meant to last forever, but I would be really sad to like see this project just get like bought and be removed from
Just celebrity DJs and
well, I mean,
like,
I don't even mind the celebrity DJ thing. I just think like what are the initial intentions? Why was something made? And like when it's just removed from that and the people that started it, then it's just this. It's a different thing, but with the same name. I hope like. I mean, we're just gonna keep doing this for as long as it's fun.
So in our group chat, we'll be like, what is the venue that we'll be having the party at? And then we're like, what theme would work within this space? Part of the excitement is the surprise element of the theme. And so once the theme drops, then everyone hops on the Discord and starts discussing it. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like this, it's kind of a moment. So I like to keep it a secret. I don't like to give any hints. I really want to do a high fantasy theme. I want magical creatures. I love fairies, dwarves, elves, all of that shit. I think that'd be so fun. Jojo pitched a milk theme and immediately I was like, no. I don't see the vision. And Jojo was like, hear me out. Our prop was like these giant udders, and the music was very like centered around disco. Everybody was just dressed in like white and looked like cows, or looked like they were from like Clockwork Orange, because they have like the milk bar in Clockwork Orange. So once Jojo like brought up that reference, I was like, okay, that could be cool. Like as long as there's like a world around it, then that makes sense. It happened, and it turned out to be like one of the favorite themes. I was actually big in the performing arts. Like, I was a theater kid. I was president of drama club. I was in chorus. I was even part of a jazz combo. And I really, in high school, because I was so involved in theater, I was like, I don't know if I want to do like something theater related or music related. And so I was like, okay, if I'm gonna eventually be an artist, I need to study management for the industry. I need to study the business of the industry, because so many artists get fucked over, and most people who do thrive in the industry have some kind of business experience. So I was like, okay, that's the obvious route for me. When we first started book club,
Looks good, Kevin.
really like the only knowledge that we had with like contracts and event planning was like, I had a music label in college, so I did event planning all the time there, and then I interned for a venue, so I saw a lot of contracts with like promoters and performers. So I was like, okay, that really helped me and set me up for this. I started off when I was like 10, making like indie singer-songwriter type of stuff, which kind of feels like when you're starting, that's what you're gonna make, because it's like you and an instrument, and you're like, what else am I gonna do? So at first I was like, I have to like make it when I'm 15. And like every year it'd be like, okay, when I'm 15, okay, when I'm 17. Like, Lord made it when she was at this age, and I'm like, no, that has nothing to do with anything.
Say stop.
I think because we've been touring for the last 2 years, I haven't been able to go out as much as I want to. I think book club has allowed me to connect a lot more with the local DJs, that before we started doing this, we would actually like go out and see every week. So that's kind of crazy to be like, oh, some of these DJs that I would like see every weekend are like playing our party. I don't know, I still have imposter syndrome, so I'm always like, I'm not worthy. So yeah, I don't know. I'd like to be a part of this scene. I think we are part of this scene, and I think we'll hopefully like be a part of the history of it. nowadays actually inspired what we do, because we're like, oh, we don't have to like take anyone's phones, we don't have to like lock them up, but if we just put a sticker on them or tell people to put them away, then hopefully people are respectful enough and cool enough to be like, yeah, I respect it and I love what you're doing, and something I don't love is a constant is like how male heavy a lot of lineups are, but I think there's like an active effort from a lot of people in the scene and tastemakers in the scene who are pushing women forward, and gender non-conforming people forward.
Do you think people are like partying a lot more to kind of like release that tension of life and like kind of everything going on? Or is it just like,
I think it's tricky because it really like depends on the individual who comes. I think some people look at it as like a release and a form of escapism. I think some people look at like coming out and dancing and looking eccentric as a form of resistance. As a Asian American, queer, femme DJ, like I can't be apolitical. Just like everything that I do is affected by the political climate. I remember when we were on tour and the presidential election just happened. It was really, really hard to like get people to come out, and like part of it is like some people wanted to still go out because they're like, oh, we're all coping and healing together, and then some people just were like, I don't have it in me. Like some people just feel defeated. I have like my intentions for it, but some people, they might come for purely escapism and not for any like, maybe they haven't found that the resistance part in their hearts yet. I don't know.
Million others. So tie up the bow, take off your coat.
I love doing this. It's I like being able to give people experiences that are positive. I like having a space where people feel free and like knowing that I helped facilitate that. I love having a space where I can play whatever the fuck I want. What better thing to do with it than like have a party with your friends?